everybody, Shane Simpson back with you here from Guitar Work. Welcome back. I'm excited about this one. Probably, geez, one of the most requested songs that I get anyways. Solsbury Hill from Peter Gabriel, so fasten your seatbelt. It's a big one for sure. Solsbury Hill, Peter Gabriel by request, and Michael sent us out to you in Pennsylvania. I hope you'll enjoy this. Congratulations on your upcoming retirement. I've got, so about this song, it is a biggie for sure. You'll notice some capo too, so I don't forget to mention it. And you want to get the song sheets. I'm going to be referring to some song sheets here. We've got 2 pages going on of handwritten tablature here for you. You can go to patreon.com/guitar-at-work to get the sheets. There's 2 pages, patreon.com/guitar-at-work. I'm going to go break this down bar by bar, really slowly, and try to give you close-ups, right hand and left hand stuff. You probably do not want this to be your very first finger picking piece, because it is a biggie, as I say. Maybe a song like Landslide or Dust in the Wind. It's going to be based off that alternating bass style of Travis picking, as we've come to know it. That guy there, your thumb's going to be dancing back and forth. So you probably want to train your right hand to do that. Maybe not in the context of this song, maybe in one of those slightly easier songs. And then you can get sort of the idiosyncrasies of this one are going to seem a whole lot easier. So go grab those sheets, patreon.com/guitar-work. And I want to thank you for coming back. A thumbs up through these videos has meant an awful lot. It means a lot on YouTube for sure. Keep the comments coming and suggestions. It's hard to get to them all, of course, but we're trucking along here pretty well. So I'm going to start out. You're going to need, right out of the gate here, there's something called a pickup. I've numbered the bars. You're going to see them. I'll be referring to the bar numbers. I'll put them up on screen as well, so you know where the heck you are. Make really good use of that stop and rewind button, that's for sure, because we'll be going through each bar, and then you could stop tape, work on it from the tablature that you're seeing on your sheet, and go back and get it. Don't expect to swallow this in one time through, with a video. But I might recommend watching the whole video through to get a sense of the pacing and get a sense of where things stop and start. So I'm starting out, it's called a pickup. It's an incomplete bar. A pickup is something that typically precedes the start of the song. So you're going to see 1, 2, 4 written on the G string there. And I'm trusting you can read that tab. 1, first fret on the G string, 2nd fret, G string, and here's your pinky. Like that. So that's your pickup. And we'll glue all that together as we move along. It's going to go right out of the gate here. You have got an A shape here, but it's not A as you might know it with 3 fingers or however you might finger it. It's going to be A. We're going to need to bar that for things coming up here. So bar from the D string on down, you got D, G, B. Those are barred. And later on, we're going to have to bust that knuckle to stand them up to pick up the high E string. But for now, you're okay to fully bar that. You're going to see a hammer. Now, it's a little confusing here in tab because of his little riff here, but I'm going to go like that. Now, the tab is just showing you your thumb here. And I'm going to mention to you also, so I don't have to mention finger numbers in the right hand all the time, in this song, let's go thumb, thumb, thumb. The thumb's going to handle the lowest 3, thumb, 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 and your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd fingers are going to handle the upper strings, respectively. So again, that's thumb, thumb, thumb. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. There will be an exception to that in the middle of the 2nd page. Let's deal with that when we get there. But standard assignment of strings to fingers, so we don't have to talk about it. Assume that anything on the high E will be your ring finger, anything on the B will be your middle finger, anything on the G will be your 1st finger, and your thumb's going to handle the rest. Yeah. So back to that first bar here. We are seeing a hammer. Now the tab would lead you to believe it's just this. You're seeing 0, 2, 2 picked like that, and anything with a line going down is a thumb. Okay, anything with a stem underneath the number, that means it's a thumb, a right-hand thumb. That's deadly important because your thumb's going to be crisscrossing around like that. Yeah, that's big stuff. So have that. If the line is going down, that's your thumb. I've got a hammer coming up, and the tab would lead you to believe it's that little H written over top with the slur indicator means hammer. 0, 2, 2 at the same time. And your middle finger hammers on like that. But it doesn't say so on the sheet, but because he's not actually picking the string, but you want to slam on that hammer with 2 fingers. You want your ring finger to land on the 4th fret of the D string. At the same time, your middle finger is landing on the 3rd fret of the B string. Now that's a lot to take in. You may have to stop tape right there. So if I do this, there we go. Your 3rd finger has landed on the 4th fret of the D string. Now we're not picking that string with the right hand to get things going. Okay, that's the confusing part in the tab. So we're doing, there we go. So 2 fingers are landing, and then I have to pick the 4, the one we just hammered on. There we go. So this is bar 1 again. So thumbing again, and then your middle finger is playing to 3, and you're back to here with your thumb. Yeah, top again here, bar 1. Now I'm going to release that shape. This is called D/A, by the way. That guy there, D/A. You may as well learn him. You're going to use him in a lot of songs. And it's going to return to the A, that barred A shape. There we go. So you have from bar 1 so far. There we go. And now the last 2 notes in that bar, that's going to be your D and G strings. And you've already got the notes there in your bar. So let's do that again. Bar 1 slowly. And last time. Go and stop tape, get that together. So the second bar we're doing this here. Now we go back to that D/A shape, just like that, and it's kind of a cascade, I'll call it here. We're getting thumb in the middle here on the A and the B strings. Once you're on that shape, you don't have to move there for a sec. There you go, 3, 2, 4 that was, bar 2, and then I'm going to take that shape off of there. There's my 2 we're picking up in the bar. And you have bar 2 so far, with a D/A. There we go. Now we have to go to an E/A. There's a shape right there. E/A. That is E/A. Little skinny E might be a good way to look at it. And you want to use that finger exactly, second finger and first finger. And you're seeing that written in there. And now I got to play the A string again. And now I'm going to play the D string and the G string here. That's your 2 and 1. And I'm going to add the ring finger to pick up the 2. And I'm going to now pick the D string and the B string. Whoa, that's a lot to swallow. Let's go back, beginning of bar 2. Piece it all together, stop tape. And here's bar 2 again. I've got my D/A shape. Off it comes. Bass note. E/A shape. Bass note. 2 and 1 together. And 0 and 2, add the ring finger, and D and B strings. Good. Now it may not feel like it yet, but your thumb is just crisscrossing, right? It's going from the A string to the D string. It's just going back and forth, alternating basis, we call that. It may not feel like that right now because you're sort of in the incidental. If you're learning it 1 note at a time, it just doesn't feel that way. But literally, boom, doom, doom, doom. It's going back and forth like that. Bar 2. Go. I'm going to do bar 1 and bar 2 now, very, very slowly. Here it comes with the pickup. Hammer, 2 fingers. On. There we go. Second, this is bar 3, second line. Now this is the main riff. That first line was a little bit different. It happens again when he does the repeat after the chorus, you bet. The second line here is bar number 3, main riff as I'm calling it. You go back to that D/A shape in bar 3. D/A. And we've done that kind of a roll before in the previous bar, that cascadey thing. That's 3 with the bass note as well. 2, 4, and there's your thumb picking up that 4. Now, I have to bust my knuckle. It's an awful way to put it. I got to bust my knuckle here. My first finger, I need to free up the high E string. It's got to be an open E in there, like that. So I'll bust that knuckle over, you see them bent. Thumb low. If your thumb is up high like that, you're probably doomed, so watch out for that. So get that thumb nice and low, and hopefully that first finger kind of, the knuckle inverts like that. Hopefully it doesn't hurt too. So, okay, so I'm in bar 3, here we go, D/A. And the high E is open. There we go. We kept that shape on that whole time. Now I'm going to release that, just go back to my A. That barred A, and bass note again, low A, and then the D and the G strings. So bar 3 is this. Here we go, and again, bar 3. Great. Bar 4, and stop tape there, of course. Bar 4 is doing this. Same D/A. Off you go to the A. Now I got to go to that little E/A again, that little E shape, skinny E. And here's a 2 and a 1. And you saw this in bar 2. So once you have it, you're going to use it a lot, okay? So you're going to have to work pretty hard on some of the little parts, but it's so repetitive that once you have it, you've got it. Here is bar 4, slowly. There we go. I'm going to play bars 3 and 4 back to back as your main riff. Here it comes. Here, slowly, 3 and 4. pick that up. It's funny when you hear a song, one note, and you're playing it really slowly, you kind of, where is the song in that? You may find with fingerpicking you have to achieve a certain speed and a certain fluidity, if that's the word. There we go, and that's 3 and 4. Again, there we go. So really stop tape, get that together, and remember the secret is to play it slowly, right? So get it going slowly, and it will heat up, and you'll be able to play it quickly. Hard to jump right in and get the speed. It's about 103 beats a minute, so it's cooking along pretty good. I should mention there's 7 beats in the bar in the song, which is amazing. It's such a smooth riff for an odd time signature like that. Bringing us to our verse section here. We've got a verse. These are, I'll call them punches here. We are now in bar number 5 here. Bar number 5. And you're on that A chord. You've got that guy barred, and we've got, I'm going to go to E/A. You're seeing D, G, and B being picked. Open A, back to the A, barred. There we go. That thumb again is crisscross, and here's bar 5 again. Now the vocal comes in at this point, and it's really hard to hear the guitar under the vocal, so we're kind of treading water while the singer's in. So bar number 6 is this lovely cascade here on the A. Still sitting on the A. I don't have to worry too much about hitting that high E string because we don't use him at all. So good. Follow your tab. I know that's going by quickly. Here's your A again. Bar 6. And all the while in bar 6, I keep saying it, is your thumb is doing this. I'll add the fingers in a sec here. 6. So the thumb is just crisscrossing like that. Tough to get used to if that's your first attempt at that. Now it says repeat line. There's only a few parts in the song, and that's going to repeat. So here are bars 5 and 6 back to back. The punches before the vocal comes in here. 6. Bar 5 and 6 again, slowly. There we go. Bars 7 and 8. We go to if you know an F sharp minor, it's a tricky little bar chord. It's not the full F sharp minor. We don't need all 6 strings barred. We're just going to bar up to and including the D string. And the D string. And I'm going to ring and pinky are playing what would be the 4th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4th fret of the A string and the D string, ring and pinky. You're probably used to an F sharp minor like that where you're barring all 6. It is that basically, but you just don't bar the whole darn thing because of where we're going next here. You spray that guy, you're seeing an A and then the top 3 strings with 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, of course, and give it a spray. There we go. Here's a 4 on the next string. He's already there for you. Now I'm going to run down to the E shape, but it's going to be a full E, and I'm going to drive ring and pinky. I'm going to do it that way. It's just a whole lot easier to get back to the F sharp when we need to get back. Okay, so bar 7 again, you've got this F sharp minor / C sharp, it's called. Going to run to an E this way here, dragging a ring pinky and adding the middle, bass note, low E, and then I'm back to that F sharp minor / C sharp and starting it from the D string, follow your tab. There we go. So again, bar 7 coming up right here. There we go. I'll do that again, bar 7. Last time. Here we go. Bar 8, we're kind of in a holding pattern again like we were when we're on the A chord, singer singing. So we just got to do this cascadey bit. It's a little different though, the pattern, watch out for that, it's going to go. Let's do that again slowly. Bar 8. Stuff. Now you'll be very pleased to know that was 7 and 8. Let me play it one more time. 7 and 8. Here, this guy, F sharp minor / C sharp. There we go. You'll be very pleased to know that we're at a repeat at this point, okay? So that line would repeat. That was the 1, 2, 3, 4th line. It'll say at the end of that line, repeat line. Everywhere you need to repeat, it's going to say to repeat that. But luckily, now the last line on page 1 is the same as the 3rd line on page 1. So it's that A bit right here. You've already done that. Then you would do that again. That's bars 9 and 10. Page 2, you've got bars 11 and 12. You've already done it. That's the same as the 4th line on the 1st page. So we've got this. Okay, that's the same as bars 7 and 8. So you've already worked on that, hopefully. That's bars 11 and 12. Good. Now here is something different. A D major 7. We've got this. That's just one finger, barring the top 3 strings. Now here's our exception in the right hand. The thumb is going to extend. He's going to now play the D string and the G string. And your 1st and 2nd fingers are going to play the B string and the high E. So the whole system is moved down toward the floor. And why do we do that? Is so that we can keep the bass, the thumb alternating it, and keep that thumb stroke on the beat, as is typical in this type of picking. So I'm going to do this D major 7. That's bar 13. I got to go to that skinny E. Now look at this, it's even skinnier. E/D, we're calling it. One finger moves, and then the 1st finger is going to go back to D major 7. Let me do that again. Beginning of bar 13 here. It's little E, back to D major 7. And bar 13 again. Here's your cascadey bit, bar 14, where we're sort of sitting idle on the D major 7. Good, so bars 13 and 14 together, very slowly here. Stop tape if you need to. Now here's D major 7. Good stuff. Bar 15, we're going to that F sharp minor / C sharp, as we saw earlier in the piece here. Going to that smaller E here, and a dragon for this one. Back to D major 7. Bar 15. Down to E, D major 7. Actually, I missed the right hand there. Let me do that again. Bar 15. It's dragon E, bass note, D major 7. And again, we're in the holding pattern of D major 7, so bar 16, same as bar 14. That's good to know. That's bar 16. So 15 and 16 back to back, and we're closing in on the end here, guys. D major 7. Good stuff. Last line. If you've got this far, I hope you're doing well with it. And that bar is tricky to get everybody clean. The F sharp minor / is difficult to get him cleanly for sure. The slower the better. We're going to do a slow playthrough in just a minute here, so bear with me. Last line. Here we go. F sharp minor / C sharp, and then I'm going to drag to the E, bass note, low E, and the D string bass note, and I'm going to go to a full F sharp minor here. There we go. Bar 17 is this. Here's an E, D string bass, F sharp minor, full 6-string bar there. And now the last bar is a series of punches. I'll call it the tag. Grab your things, I've come to take you home. When you're singing that, I'm going to go B minor here. I'm calling B minor 7 add 4. It's like a B minor 7 that you may know this way, minus the ring finger. Get that. So a nice quartal chord, we call that. But B minor 7, add 4, and that's going to go to A/C sharp, which is, there's your barred A. Going to add a C sharp note here, 4th fret of the A string. There we go. Okay, so now E sus4, and it's a smaller version of that. And maybe that's what keeps it so precious, is it's not a big like that. It's beautiful on there. So let me take it again. Beginning of the last bar, B minor 7, add 4, this guy here, to A/C sharp, bar in that 2nd fret, adding a C sharp note there. That's a 3rd in the bass. E sus4, miniature version. and then we resolve that to our smaller E in there like that. So that last bar in time, you go in B minor 7, add 4, A slash C sharp, E sus, E, and you're back to the magical riff. Yeah, welcome to hear that again. So that's, okay, so hopefully you've gone through bar by bar, and watch out for the repeat line thing at the end of the lines that repeat. I've written repeat line, so I could get it on 2 pages basically, otherwise it's a big long production to transcription. Let's do a run through very, very slowly here, very, very slowly, and I'll do the repeats as well, very slowly, and here's your pickup coming, 1, 2, 4. Big hammer. Bar 2, bar 3, bar 4. Now you repeat that bar, line number 2, repeat. A whole bunch of times. Line number 2 repeats until the singer comes in, or the verse I should say. Do it one more time. Line number 2. And let's go to the verse. A. It's bar 5. Bar 6. Repeat that line. It's bar 5. F sharp minor here. 7, bar 8, repeat that line. Last line on first page. It's bar 9, bar 10, repeat that line. A. Second page, F sharp. That line. Bar 11, bar 12, D major 7, bar 13. Repeat that line, D major 7, bar 13 again. Next line, back to D major 7. Bar 16 and bar 17. Pull a sharp punches, grab your things. I've come to take you and home. There we go. Beautiful song, absolutely beautiful. Brilliant guitar part, and by a wonderful songwriter too. So that is Solsbury Hill, guys. I know that was a biggie. I've actually kind of steered clear of it because it is a biggie. It's tough to, on camera to get all those shots in. I hope that the camera angles have made sense to you and you've got enough of a close-up. Really, I guess it's helpful to watch a video for sure, but rely upon that tab and watch the video over and over again and isolate. I'll have those numbers. I have the numbers up there for the bar numbers on screen. So I want to thank you again for coming back. A great request, Mike. Thank you for that. And also, thank you for all your thumbs up. That really helps here on YouTube. It means a great deal on YouTube. So I thank you for your thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And keep those comments and suggestions coming. I'll meet you down in the comments section. And I want to thank you for subscribing. There'll be an opportunity to subscribe as well. A lot more videos coming. And having a good time with it. And thanks for coming back, guys. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now. Bye.